Oh, hey, I'm Panda, and this is the fourth stream of Politics and Calipers. Kind of exciting. Tonight we're gonna go over one of my favorite childhood games, Manic Miner. As a little background, let's see. Yeah, this is it. Someone called Balaclava, I believe is the screen name, went ahead and remade this 1990 Lego Rock Raiders game, which is just amazing. It was one of my favorite childhood games. You know, it was a weird kind of category of aimed at children RTS, which is super strange. I don't know if there's any other ones, but it's a really fun game. We'll get into it. I played the version that didn't have monsters, so I'm excited to see if that's added in this experimental version. They did such a good job making this game.
The transporter aboard the LMS Explorer has been slightly damaged due to low power. A team of rock raiders has been teleported into the wrong cavern, and they need to find their way back to the tool store. Drill through the cavern wall. Start our mining operation by collecting 5 energy crystals.
I wonder if I'll get into speedrunning this. Let's go. Oh god. No. Yeah.
Rock Raider.
This is such a fun old game. I don't think as a kid I ever completed it. I was a bit too bad at video games back in the day. I started, my brother was pretty good.
Well done! You found the tool store! Now collect 5 energy crystals.
Please don't die. In the early rounds,
An energy
really
crystal
abused
has
how many
been
people
found.
You need 4 more energy crystals.
An energy crystal has been found.
I just want to drill, baby, drill.
An energy crystal has been found. An energy crystal has been
There's all
found.
this lava over here. I wonder if we can actually get to it.
An energy
The early
crystal
rounds are
has been
pretty
found.
simple. They're pretty
You have stored 2 energy crystals now.
good.
Another energy crystal. Only 1 more energy crystal to go now.
Sweet.
Teleport Rock Raider to planet.
Yeah, let's I gotta really figure out whether or not I want to speedrun these. Yeah, I think. Oh. Sweet.
Well done! You got all 5 energy.
Okay. Wait, what? Is this the old version? Is this the one without monsters? Oh, I think it is. Let me double check. 'Cause if it doesn't have monsters, I have to go get the new version. I thought I uninstalled that version. Maybe it's carried over though. What's a fun one? What's the first time you meet monsters? I don't really want to get my ass handed to me. Yeah, screw it, we'll do this.
This is it, Rock Raider. This is what it's all been building up to. We know there is an abundance of energy crystals.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like we have that now. Sweet.
A landslide has occurred.
I am nervous. I have not encountered monsters since the early 2000s.
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred.
Gotta keep a mind of my oxygen here.
A landslide has occurred.
Direct the build.
A landslide has occurred. Support station.
An energy crystal has been found.
Building.
A landslide has occurred.
This construction.
A landslide has
I
occurred.
gotta wait. I think there are monsters about.
A landslide has occurred. Rock monster.
In fact, that is one. Holy shit.
A landslide has occurred.
I'm scared. How about you? Go get a gun.
A landslide has occurred.
High damage.
Get pusher beam.
No, pusher beam won't
Get
do
pusher
shit.
beam. A landslide has occurred. Get freezer beam.
Go get people with those. Oh,
A landslide
this is
has
gonna be fun.
occurred.
There's monsters now. I'm scared. This should be fascinating. We're gonna have to set up a little bit of a
A landslide has occurred. Oh. A landslide has occurred.
I did just jump right to the end mission to figure out if there's monsters, so I might just get my ass handed to me.
A landslide has occurred.
Crap, there was slugs too. Slugs.
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred.
Go through. Go get a gun. Being ready.
A landslide has
Take
occurred.
them out next.
Tool store.
In fact, we might just take them out.
Action station. A landslide has occurred. Power plant.
An energy crystal has been found.
Okay.
Building.
Yeah,
A landslide has occurred.
Like shoveling.
Increase priority level. Increase priority level. A landslide has occurred.
Ooh, I am scared at this point. This one's gonna be fun. Let's see if I
A
can
landslide
pull
has
off.
occurred.
Look how to rotate. I read the instructions. I don't know how to do what I'm doing.
Drill wall.
But that's overrated, so don't do that.
A landslide has occurred. Building.
Once this guy gets done, what do we
Building.
need?
Building.
We need 5 more pieces of wool. Come on, people.
A landslide has occurred. Rock monster. A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. Rubble. Building. A landslide has occurred.
Ooh, we got vehicles now. Let's go. Oh, we got the little digger. We'll get the digger down here in a minute. It's really key that we have that. Okay.
A landslide has occurred.
Well, I'm gonna send 2 of you guys back up.
Unit teleported safely. Teleport rock raider to planet. A landslide has occurred.
This is gonna be tough because I don't really remember how to deal with.
A landslide has occurred. Action station.
Oh fuck! Who has? Is that thing gonna work out?
Rock monster.
Make sure
A
you guys have
landslide has
guns.
occurred.
You
A
have
landslide has occurred. Get sonic blaster. Get sonic blaster. A landslide has occurred.
An energy crystal has been found.
A landslide has occurred.
Why did that monster wake up? You have a gun.
Rock raider.
You have a
A
gun.
landslide has occurred. Rock monster.
Go wake him up. I wanna
A
see this
landslide
guy.
has occurred. Action station. A landslide has occurred.
Guys, there's a monster. Please go shoot him. Okay, Oh crap.
A landslide
He's
has
powerful.
power station.
This was not a smart move.
Your buildings are
This was a
in
bad
danger.
move.
Teleport pad.
I have
A
made bad
landslide
decisions.
has occurred.
I'm not about to have a teleport station. Oh, we got him. Okay.
Teleport pad. A landslide has occurred. Power on. Repair building.
Okay,
A landslide has occurred. Rubble.
Dangerous stuff, boys and girls. Okay. Oh, why are we
Action
starting?
stations.
Why are we starting more fights that we
A
know?
landslide has occurred. Teleport rock.
Build up base defenses and transport powerful mining vehicle.
Guys, can we not? Okay, we got him. Thank God. Oof. Is this guy here?
A landslide has occurred. Turn power. Repair building.
We have to train engineers. Oh damn. Oh,
A landslide
guys, there's another one.
A landslide has occurred.
Get guns. Get guns.
A landslide has
Get guns. Is that one of my boys? We just lost him.
landslide has occurred.
Come on. Oh, he ate one of them. That was rock.
A landslide has
I
occurred.
got it. Am I oxygen rich right now?
A landslide has occurred.
Oh, okay. I got one too many.
Unit teleported safely.
Everyone, go get a gun.
Get laser beam.
We're gonna need them. Evidently.
A landslide has occurred.
Warning, check resolution. My stream status is good though, so I don't care. Can we fix this area, please?
A landslide has occurred.
We'll make drone our #1 priority.
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred.
I gotta be careful, I kind of forget how this mission goes, and even what my objective
An energy
is.
crystal has been found.
Unit teleported safely.
I need to bring up my time just a bit.
An energy crystal has been found.
See if I add a second support station.
Building. A landslide has occurred.
Sorry, I'm checking my resolution here. Apparently it's not good. Whoa, I'm off in the middle of nowhere. Display capture. I don't really know how to use the software yet, so we're kind of figuring it out on the fly, which isn't exactly optimal, some might say. Some might say that. Others might not. Guys, can we... Oh,
Teleport. A landslide has occurred.
Can I train you as...
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred.
An energy crystal has been found.
you know, as we're doing this thing, I have another co-host. His name is No Name. He doesn't have a name yet. So if you have a suggestion, leave it in the comments. He is a
Support station.
he's also an
An
engineer like
energy crystal
myself.
has been found.
He's really smart, and I'm excited to have him back on. He's off in the woods, touching grass and doing actual things this 4th of July.
A landslide has occurred.
So do enjoy. Hopefully the 4th. Be safe out there.
A landslide has occurred. Rock Raider.
An energy crystal has been found.
A landslide has train as safe. Cannot train
Unit
as engineer.
teleported
Cannot
safely.
train as engineer. A landslide has occurred. Cannot upgrade building.
Okay, so what do I need to do to...
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred. Power station.
Help me. Can you guys now
A landslide has occurred. Cannot train as sailor. Cannot train as engineer. A landslide has trained as explosives expert.
We're gonna eventually need that.
A landslide has occurred.
We also
A landslide
definitely have
has
to
occurred.
get this guy more secure.
A landslide has occurred. A landslide has occurred.
How do I change? I don't know. I got a warning that my resolution might not be optimal, but I have no idea how to fix that. Where's also my settings here?
A landslide has priorities.
I just want to make sure this thing's not super
A landslide
loud.
has occurred.
We'll just make sure we turn down the sound just a little bit. Yeah, looks about good. Ooh, I like that we can toggle these on. We're gonna toggle this guy off. Please, what was that about a camera?
Solid rock.
Cinematic camera. That's sick. These guys have done such a good job making this thing happen, guys. Go download the game. Go have fun with it. It is so much fun if you're coming from other communities that I didn't post in. Big shout out to Balaclava for having made this thing, man. This is so cool. This is pure nostalgia octane. Oh, you guys have guns. We're gonna need guns.
Cannot train as geologist. Get laser. Get pushing me.
Oh, sweet, we found a recharge.
An energy crystal
I
has
really
been
hope somebody
found.
jumps in the chat. That'd be really cool.
An energy crystal has been found.
There's actually, as a joke, there's actually nothing, you know, no worker rights are being
An
represented in
energy
this game.
crystal has been found.
I click they work.
Go to building.
I hate these spiders. Forget if I saw something about figuring out how to kill them in the thing, but I'll have to go through the Discord to figure
An
out.
energy crystal has been found.
I'm like really nervous. I have a feeling this is gonna be a tough mission. I never got this far as a kid. This is actually my first time, I think, playing it legitimately. With monsters. I played obviously the first beta round.
An
And it
energy
didn't have
crystal has been
monsters.
found.
And it was dope. It was really dope. Again, shout out the devs. I'll make sure to go to the download territory in a bit.
An energy crystal has been found.
They're also
energy
so much
crystal
better at
has
running
been
away from
found.
explosions now. The early, like, the actual Operator game. Yeah, that sounds good. The original game, your little miners would like stay around the explosives and they would like try to kill themselves, and it was like the most annoying element of the game. Cause like you're like, no, please run away from the explosion. I want you. Are these guys electrified? The little sounds they make as they run away. They're so great.
An energy crystal
I'm
has
gonna go
been
get
found.
a little digger. Get somebody on it. We'll get... Oh man, I wish I could reach the controls. We're gonna scoot up.
Solid rock.
I'm
An
gonna have
energy
some fun
crystal
here.
has
Somebody
been
get on
found.
this pupper. Is nobody a driver? You two.
Go to tool menu.
Go learn how to become a driver. We're doing this thing. I'm about to become
Power
a
part.
one-man wrecking crew. I hope that's not making super loud sounds every time I adjust the mic.
Drill wall. Small digger.
Lock vehicle. Toggle lights on and off. Oh, I love it.
Small digger.
An energy crystal has been found.
Small digger.
No, you just trained.
Rock raider.
How do I call to get somebody?
Cannot get. A monster has appeared.
Yeah, get 'em, boys. Yeah. That was solid. Solid defense. How about all of you
Go to training menu.
go upgrade yourselves? I said go upgrade yourselves. You don't care yet. I just wanted to have more variety in the future.
Teleport rock raider to planet.
Also, how the hell do I have an engineer?
Small digger. Go to buildings menu. Support station. Rock raider. Small digger.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Let's do this thing. Ha! Let's go, I love it. This thing is too much fun, guys. It's like a tank driving. Oh, there we go. Figuring it out on the fly. Yeah. There used to be a Lego set of one of these that my brother had. Oh my god, it was so cool. I wonder how much they are on eBay. Probably like $500 if I had to guess. Oh, maybe that should become one of my projects. I should go design these and 3D print them out for people. That would be something I can add to the community. That's kind of nice. You know, one thing I hope to do with this channel is like offer things to people like that. Oop. Come on. Let's go into Z real quick. Escape. Like that. That's fun. Where did I go? Uh-oh. Most oriented weird. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I can see things. I wonder if I can find the old instruction manual
Small digger.
with the small digger and stuff.
Teleport rock raider to planet.
An energy crystal has been found.
I just wanna fly. I just wanna bang on the drum. God, these games are just throwback city for me.
An energy crystal has been found.
I wonder if it was just that I was a kid, or these games now that I'm not are much easier. Can't quite explain it. I don't feel like this was as challenging, but this might not have been that challenging of a mission actually. Again, I never played it as a kid because I was never good enough. Never. I forget which one I got stuck on. It was one of the couple last ones that I got stuck on. That sounds like a fucking monster. Let's get some serious.
Super teleport.
What can I bring down to help me speed this up?
Cargo carrier. Granite grinder. Large mobile laser cutter.
That one's cool, but it uses up all your
Tunnel
crystals.
transport.
Back.
I could just
Small digger.
do this.
Small digger. Small mobile laser cutter.
Somebody get on it. But getting on vehicles is our top priority. Nice, we did it. We got him on. Let me go get... We'll bring in one laser boy just for the fun of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go use it.
Small mobile laser cutter.
Yeah, and then we're gonna send it immediately back up because it is the worst tool we could have. How do you execute it? Booyah. Actually, I have no idea. This was a great tool because you could kill things from a distance. Oh, I got it. This is sick. Oh, I'll drive over.
An energy crystal has been found.
Not from downtown. Oh, come on. I got this. Bam. Okay, let me get out of this. I'll just start. You know, you gotta mediate between having fun and being like the overlord. So, you know, I wish you could just. Yeah, that'd be cool. Cool if I could batch select. Maybe. Oh. Oh, damn.
An energy crystal has been found.
I'm gonna send this back up now. Just so that
Priorities.
we'll get energy crystals as number 1 right now. We're gonna finish the thing off real quick. Is this seriously the last mission? I feel like this wasn't as tough as I expected it to be. There's only been a couple monsters, no energy slugs, although I'm not sure if that's in the game yet. Like, obviously not
An
a big
energy
deal
crystal
for now.
has been
Energy slugs
found.
are so annoying. Really tough. You had to use pusher beams on them, I'm pretty sure. To get them away from the damn dirty energy crystals.
An energy crystal has been found. An energy crystal has been found.
Oh, nope, gotta get away from them.
Unit teleported safely. Unit teleported safely. Unit teleported safely. Solid rock.
I got a bit aggressive there.
Unit teleported safely.
I just want to work on the infinite. I don't want to be on the time. I'm a bit of a baby that way. We bring down a small transport for people so that we can move faster. I'm already at 21 right now and 22. And I like oh no! One of the vehicles went down. Crap. That's fun. Mining is a risky job. My grandfather was a miner and lost half his foot to the mines. As well as there's a great documentary if you ever want to learn more about mining in America called Harlan County, USA. And it's about Harlan County in Kentucky, which was a big old mining town, and the fight to unionize. As well as some of the struggles the town goes through, and how important it is for them.
An energy crystal has been found.
You know, unionization on this channel is something we'll talk about often. Right now, unionization's on the rise, which is really dope.
Solid rock.
Apple's first store is unionized, Amazon's first store is unionized, Starbucks is taking it in the shorts, which is great. Starbucks corporate,
An energy
that is.
crystal has been found.
Workers are winning the right to unionize left, right, and center there. Biden's NLLB, the National Labor Board, Relations Labor Board, I think, is potentially dropping a massive lawsuit on Starbucks for their illegal behavior towards their workers. You know, it's absolutely imperative that we go back to
An energy crystal has
1950s level of unionization in America, and you know,
An
around the
energy
world.
crystal has been found.
It is really, you know, important in so many ways that this happens. You know, engineers.
A new
you
cavern
know, we'll
has
talk
been
about this.
discovered.
Where? Okay, we'll see. You know, this has been unions under Biden have been one of the best things that have happened, quite frankly. His NLLB board has been aggressive, pro-worker, and this is gonna be great for Americans. You know, but it's important that we go back and support them. So when I was going through Buffalo on a road trip, we tried to stop at it, and unfortunately, the one that had unionized up in Buffalo was a bit out of our path, and we didn't have time to make it to Cleveland in time. But you know,
An energy
there's
crystal
go
has
buy
been found.
T-shirts from the website. Hold on, let me go. As I'm going on this rant, Starbucks union shirts. Go support, you know, things. Christian Small is the guy that helped organize Amazon. All the props to him, man. That dude put in some serious work to make that happen, and that is so cool, so cool. Super needed. You know, go support these guys. Go get merch. Super important. Where's the downloads tab, by the way? Games. Oh nope. I'll figure out where the downloads tab is in a second. But yeah, it is awesome to see that happening. Obviously, unions can go sideways and have bad things about them, but they are really important in so many ways for worker representation. You know, the conditions inside some of those warehouses are abhorrent. The people who are going, you know, the Frito-Lay's one that happened that Danny DeVito supported. Shout out to Danny DeVito. You know, they were working, I think they nicknamed them suicide shifts. Double shifts back to back, so full fucking shifts or so. I mean, holy crap, those workers deserve the world, and
An
they're
energy
getting
crystal
shit.
has been found.
But to go on to another point, engineering is the next field that really needs this as well. A lot of entry-level engineering and software jobs are completely abhorrently exploitative in so many ways. You know, I'm fortunate to work for a small company. I get to have my voice heard really well. I get to be represented, you know, where I can make my voice heard, and that's awesome. but you know, your Amazon robotics, your Amazon software, AWS,
Solid rock.
you know, isn't that way, and it's exploitative in so many ways.
Teleport Rock Raider
It's
to
obscene
planet.
hours to smart people who want this for their resume, and yet, you know, they end up in a worse situation. Like,
Teleport Rock Raider to planet.
so, you know, key things. It would be fun if we could make a union in this game. I would love a miners union.
Teleport
The
Rock
miners
Raider
go
to
on
planet.
strike in this game. That would be awesome. And that would be so funny. You gotta negotiate with the miners to do this. Wow, is this? I don't know. Maybe if they don't have the monster setting quite right yet, but you know what? We're gonna build.
An energy crystal has
What
been
do I
found. An energy crystal has been found.
I mean, we're about to get to 50 crystals here in a minute, which is pretty quick. I wonder if I should... We'll play another fun one. Maybe we should play Breathless. Breathless was one of my favorites when I was a kid, because it was like the first ice mission. It was tough, but doable. So... No, buddy, stop getting hurt.
An energy crystal has been found.
Loose rock.
You know, speaking of miners, let's talk about some actual mining things. Again, there's still a group that is, you know, worked heavy, worked hard, and
An
definitely
energy
needs
crystal has been
representation
found.
when decisions are made.
Tool store.
Bob Murray, head of one of the mining companies, you know, made a perverse incentive plan that would put them in danger. Yeah, let's be done with this one. Well, that was the last mission. Holy crap. That was not difficult. Was it like a build-up thing? I don't know.
Your efforts have been outstanding.
Let's
You've
go.
collected
Okay. Where's some tough ones? Air raiders. Oh god. I hate lava. Waterworks. Frozen Frenzy. Search and Rescue. Wait, wasn't the one called Breathless? A Breath of Fresh Air, maybe. I swore that this one was called something else. Maybe they've changed the names so they don't step on
Scanners
copyright
of all the
stuff.
LMS Explorer have been modified.
Build up your base and make sure it's heavily defended.
Eyes running out. Teleport Rock Raider to
No,
planet.
it's not. Hey, get a gun.
An energy crystal has been found.
I gotta remember, over here, I'll trigger something bad to happen
An energy crystal has been found.
if I go that way, so we're gonna be really cautious. We're actually gonna cancel drawing.
Increase priority level.
We're gonna get this going. It's really important, as a tip to use this thing. The priorities list is super, super important. Go get the... no. Well, yeah, I guess...
Energy crystal.
Rubble.
Can I upgrade you yet? I think I
Cannot
need one
upgrade
more.
building.
I don't know what studs were. I don't remember studs in the game.
Building.
Make construction a top priority.
Increase priority level.
I guess I could have just done that. I didn't think we could go all the way. Just to make sure we don't run into any problems. Oh, he straight up didn't have a drill? I played myself. I'm a fool standing in man's shoes. Yeah, go drill that wall real quick for me. We'll get some more stuff cleared away.
Clear rubble.
Do I need more energy crystals?
Building.
No, we just need more ore, that's fine. Yeah, I'm purposely not going down here. I know this triggers some monsters. Which, I'll get them next to do that. Breathless.
Solid rock. Power part.
Oh, yeah. Some more ASMR cracking methods. The new pivot on the channel. the new pivot. I gotta get to
Support station. Go to buildings menu. Power station.
Is that what I want? No. I want to put a path right there.
Go to buildings menu.
Please stay away from that wall. I do not wish you to die. Bam! There we go.
Solid rock.
Does this stuff... Oh, I guess this area got cropped out, but it tells you... You can kind of see it.
Solid rock.
It's just my... just whether or not I have things. Okay, we gotta turn that back on.
Increase priority level.
I'm not sure how much like increasing it by 1 really does, but it really can't hurt just to be blatantly clear about your objectives. So we're gonna start getting
Build power path.
the power path stuff going. It's important to do it. It helps your guys go faster. So many other great things. Go get guns. Wait, I guess. What do we need for this?
Building.
Okay, we just need ore. That's fine. This.
Teleport pad. Tool store. Cannot upgrade building.
I wonder if that's its max. I kind of forget
Cannot upgrade building.
what the max is. Still got 20 minutes before my oxygen runs out. That's fine. I'll put my power station back in the corner to protect
Build
it from
power path.
monsters. I'm gonna have to figure out. The nice thing is you can reinforce a wall and then blow the wall.
Power station.
Sweet home Alabama.
Rubble.
Video resolution. I hope my stream is good. I don't really know. I need to do...
Rubble.
I need to also cut up my other streams because I haven't done that yet. You guys have guns? How do we get
Cannot
guns?
train as pilots.
Oh, wait a second. This isn't the place to get guns. That's the place to get guns. God, they did such a good job making the sounds in this game creepy.
Power station.
We're gonna push it. Push it, baby.
Power station.
What did I say I was gonna do next? Oh yeah.
Building.
Learn more Fusion360.
Building. Building.
Oh, I've been doing this for 40 minutes already. Not even tired this time. Nice. He's getting a hammer. That'll be good. That'll allow us to clean up that wall. Yep. And cracked. We did it, boys. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, that was all horrendous. That's a bit jumpy. I'm doing this off my laptop. I can't believe my laptop can actually handle this. I would not have been surprised if my laptop threw bigger conniption fits, given the stuff I'm putting it through. Oh, it's time to turn back on my
Enable. Disable.
biggest priority right now.
Building.
Oh,
An
yeah,
energy
we have
crystal
to
has
do it.
been found.
Can
Energy
you guys
crystal.
stop walking into rubble as it falls on your head? It'd have some sense. Some common
Power
sense won't
station.
hurt. Can I train
Go
you?
to training menu. Cannot train as driver.
Cannot train as engineer.
Cannot train as explosives expert.
Okay. We're gonna do this.
Power station. Power pod.
There's a crystal in here. Yeah. We still got 12 minutes before disaster.
Dad.
To make energy crystals our highest get. Just in case one drops out of nowhere. It's important, obviously. Good, we got ore going.
Building.
Yeah, we're in good territory, we're in good shape. Yeah, monsters can't get us from this side. It's just gonna be this throat I have to close off.
Rubble.
And slow down monsters from coming through if they happen. I'm pretty sure this episode is the first one when we run into monsters. Let's go!
Support station.
Upgrade it. Yeah, 48. I can deal with 48. Resource management wasn't, I think, my strong suit when I was a kid, maybe.
Unit teleported safely.
How do I get...
Tool store.
I forget how to train them as explosive experts.
Go to buildings menu. A monster has appeared. Action stations.
Oh, please tell me I have people with guns. Oh, crap.
Power pod.
This is gonna be a fun one. Oh god, he's attacking it so well. That's fine. Oh, we got him, boys. Let's go. Well done. Slava the miners.
Solid rock.
Oh, my oxygen's still going up.
Teleport pad.
Is that 1 hour? Or
A
1
new
minute?
cavern has been
That has to be,
discovered.
okay, see, that is 1 hour. Oh boys, scary stuff, boys and girls. Scary stuff.
Build power path.
Get that wall drill. Hey you, nope, we're drilling that.
Loose rock.
We gotta cut off this throat, is the important section. Pretty much everything after that we can give or take, you know? No, they didn't see it zap him, but maybe that's because he was too busy on stopping paths.
A monster has appeared. Action station!
Dude, stop going closer to it.
A monster has appeared.
Come on, yeah, get him in the back.
Solid rock.
Oh, come on, we had him at 10. Shit.
Power path.
Why the fuck did they just go into the wall? Shit, can they come out of these? Ooh, scary stuff, boys and girls. Scary stuff. Okay, yeah, we gotta start protecting from all sides now. If they can come through the walls, we are screwed. I'm scared. I'm in danger.
Power path.
Dude, these devs got the sound effects on point right now. Let me make sure that I'm actually audio input. Uh-oh. Shoot. Display capture, audio output capture, default, whatever's in my headphones, right? There we go. Okay, whoops, I'd just been mute streaming for a while. Well, that was good to learn. This is the first time I've streamed in this game. Holy crap, those monsters. People, shoot. Oh crap, he has a boulder. He just hooked that boulder. Oh, jeez. He just yeeted that boulder. Oh my god. Okay, well, good news is we actually have output now, the sound. See, this is why I need to have people on my stream. They can tell me when I'm being a dumbass.
Build power path.
Okay.
Go to buildings menu.
We did it, yeah, we did it. I still don't understand why I can't train this.
Power station.
I'm still going up in time.
Cannot reinforce wall.
We're not doing that wall. If we have monsters about. Okay, we're at the perfect amount. Everyone, go get a sandwich. I'm all about getting my
A monster has appeared.
sandwiches. If you don't have a gun, go get a gun, people.
Solid rock. Solid rock. Power path. Power path.
Ah. Get it, got it.
Action stations.
How do I do that?
Power station. Teleport pad.
You can train
Support
the
station.
upgrade station.
Teleport pad.
Do I have to bring down another building?
Canteen.
Ah, yeah. Let's get the canteen going. Forgot about the canteen. Very important. You gotta keep your miners happy. It's all about miner happiness.
Solid rock.
I'll get some more light on my face. I just want to fly. Oh, all of you guys? Right now? Get a gun. If you do not have a gun, go get a gun. You need a train? Go train. There's a cavern over that way I'm a bit nervous about.
A monster has appeared.
Oh, but everybody can be on it this time.
New cavern has been discovered.
Oh, he doesn't stand a chance.
A monster has appeared. Action station!
Oh. Why is nobody shooting?
Action station!
No, don't let him toss the guy! You gotta stick up for our buddies. He's at 1 HP, get him!
Action stations!
They did such a good job with the sound effects in this game.
A monster has appeared.
Don't they?
A monster has appeared.
Also, I'm losing oxygen real fast.
An energy crystal has been found.
Solid rock.
Come on, boys. Ah, he's at 10 HP again. Oh, he's still here.
A monster has appeared. Trouble.
Oh, this is so much better with monsters.
Trouble.
No, he's gonna get tossed! Poor little guy.
Solid rock.
Guys, there's more monsters. We can get him. We can get this bastard. Yeah, I
Unit
don't
teleported safely.
have the right guns for this.
Solid rock.
Oh, we got him. Well done. Oh,
Action stations. Action stations.
well done, boys. Light him up. Give him the whole 9 yards. Which was a machine gun reference. Let me fix these walls before we blow them. So that none of the guys get hurt. Remember, safety third. In reality, it's safety third, but in this game, safety first. One of my old teachers used to have a phrase. It's fun, education, and then safety. I.e. meaning, figure out how you, figure out what fun shit you want to do and what you can learn from it, and then figure out how to do it safely.
A monster has appeared.
Don't let the safety element stop you first. Oh, there's 2 boys. Boys, get guns. Why are you running past the monster?
Has appeared.
Stop running past. There's a monster right. Okay,
Trouble. Power path.
oh, he's gonna yas it again. There's nothing they're gonna do. Oh, he's aimed at the wrong one. Let's go. He died. Got the bastard. Wow. This is so
Power
much tougher with
station.
monsters. They're everywhere. Come on. Got him. Shoot him in the back.
A monster has appeared. Building.
Yeah, I can do it now with 17.
Building. A monster has appeared. Unit teleported safely.
That's a dangerous area, no pun. Oh god, he just ran through the rubble.
Power path.
Come on. Pin him down. Come on, shoot him. Well done, boys. Well
A
done.
monster has appeared.
Okay, we got time for him to come in. We gotta get shoveling. We can't have him sprinting towards here. Oh crap, he's gonna sprint. Oh, he lost him. Got him in the back. See, there's no dishonesty in this game of shooting a dude in the back. I like the fact that you can, like... Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. Just in case anybody comes to watch, I wanna make sure they have a good time.
Has appeared.
Oh, we got a monster.
Action station.
No, not my miner.
Solid rock.
Nice.
An energy crystal has been found.
I don't know if this is gonna do anything. I forget if electric fences, what they do. How do I get explosive? I need a tool sword that's level 3. Nice, we just did it.
Power station. A monster has appeared.
Well done, boys. No, get him in the red. Get him in the red. He needs to run.
An energy crystal has been
Great
found.
job. Oh, we're on it. Oh. We are on it now.
A monster has appeared.
It's not right about where. Where's this monster? Oh, he's over here.
A monster has appeared.
As long as they're over there, they're kind of safe. As long as there's people between the wall. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Power station.
He has a free shot home. Drop it. Get guns. Get guns. Get guns. Get a gun. Get a gun. Oh, there we go. Get a gun.
Action station. Building.
This will be my last mission, and then I'm gonna go CAD for a bit, and then we'll talk about some of the dumbassery that
An
happened at
energy
state
crystal
level
has been
politics.
found.
We're gonna be going over. There was a gubernatorial, not a gubernatorial, it must have been Senate, because it had Liz Cheney. The Wyoming Senate race must have been crazy. I saw a clip from it the other day. We'll see if we can find any other crazy clips from it, and then we'll take a look again at the crazy things that got said in the Arizona gubernatorial race, and then maybe we'll take another sneak peek at the Texas Republican platform for 2022. Oh, he's running away. We got him, boys. Well done.
A monster has appeared.
I have a viewer.
Power path.
I have one concurrent viewer. Hey, whoever's watching. I'm very excited. Welcome to the stream. I'm Panda.
A monster has appeared.
Ooh, danger. I don't know if you're from Balaclavas.
Ice monster.
Oh, we got him in the back. Let's go. Oh, he didn't stand a chance.
Power path.
I hope the stream is good. I'm just getting started. This is my 4th stream. I have a co-streamer guy called No Name. So if you have a suggestion for a streamer name, put it in the chat. Yeah. Doing a little Manic miners. So my background is an engineer. So I think one thing I'm gonna try to give to the Manic Miner Discord community is actually catting out and having available some of the
a monster has appeared.
Some of the oh crap, this is a bad section for them to do from.
A monster has appeared.
Ooh, scary stuff, boys and girls. Oh, we got him. He's on the run.
Action station.
Oh wait, I still think we have action stations.
A monster has appeared.
Well, good thing is, oh yeah, he's a sitting duck now. I love the animation they did.
Loose rock?
Is that a I can't tell
rock?
if
Solid rock. A monster has appeared.
oh dear, I thought I was gonna come out of that. I knew I was gonna be screwed. Oh shoot.
Power pod. Power pod.
Okay, good. Hey, shoveling is becoming our highest priority.
Rubble. Build power pod.
The nice thing is we can leave ore around, but we can't leave energy crystals hanging about.
A monster has appeared.
Yeah. Oh, deep in this area, that's fine. We can deal with that. No, don't huck my men!
A monster has appeared.
Where? What's the second one? Oh, he's over there. Oh, he has a free shot right now. Oh, I'm spread way thin. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh,
Unit
fuck. I'm literally
teleported.
over this thing. Okay. Get a gun now.
Power station.
Come on, we got him, boys. We got him. That's it. Well done.
A monster has appeared.
Again? Wow, they got the... I was worried they didn't have the monster ratio right, but I am completely wrong. Oh,
Ice
crap.
monster. Ice monster.
Guys. How about we fight this dude? Holy shit, holy shit. Yeah, go get him, go get him.
Your building recon. Power station.
Okay,
Repair building. Power pod. A monster has appeared. Docks.
oh, he left.
Unit teleported
That's
safely.
okay.
Power station. Support station. Upgrade
Oh wait,
station.
you the viewer?
Geological center. Oh!
Oh, we got a monster.
Building.
Oh, interesting. I wonder who it was.
Building.
Yeah. Curious. Oh. Maybe it was a Bosch
Power
viewer.
pod.
Boosh.
Unit teleported safely.
Am I going up? Yeah.
Action stations.
Come on,
Power
boys.
pod. Power
Man,
pod.
there's so many monsters in this game.
Unit teleported safely.
Buddy, go get a gun. God, he's got a
A
bucket.
monster has appeared. Solid rock.
Man, there's a ton of monsters in this game. Maybe I have to run a little bit more thin.
Unit teleported safely. Action station!
See, if you just all take fucking 8 shots at the dude, he doesn't do much. Gotta remake that cantina for them.
A monster has appeared.
Get a gun. We can't
Power
lose this
station.
building.
Solid rock.
Walking the house on it. We got him.
Action station!
Oh crap.
Action station! Unit teleported safely. Building. A monster has appeared. A monster has appeared. Ice monster.
Yeah, we're about to
An
get
energy
this
crystal
really
has
good.
been found.
Hey boys, can we take care of that monster?
Your buildings are in danger. Unit teleported safely. Solid rock.
Yikes, this is tough. I did not remember quite how tough these games were. Maybe I did suck and still do suck at video games. Guys, how about we go get 4? I know, we've been dealing with monsters left, right, and center.
Action stations! A monster has appeared.
Where?
Unit teleported safely.
At least it's in the front base.
Solid rock. Building.
Might jump out here in a minute and get onto catting tonight. It's already almost midnight. My time.
A monster has appeared. Action station!
Nice. Oh, that's still a monster, boys.
Action stations!
I forget what my goal is. I could probably look at the objective if I wanted to.
Hard rock. A monster has appeared. Action stations!
Nice. Go on this one. This one's gonna do nothing.
Action stations!
Yeah, he's done so. Well done, boys. Excuse me.
Solid rock.
What other fun things can we talk about tonight?
A monster has appeared.
we have enough people back at home. Why are you shoveling? This is not a time to shovel. There's a monster in front of you. Come on, get him. Get him when it's hot.
A monster has appeared.
Man, oh Carver, you did such a good job. Oh, man, this brings me back. Sitting at another desktop, I can barely run this game. Fans screaming. Sounds like there's a monster.
Action stations! A monster has appeared. Action stations!
Are they helpless if you don't turn that on?
Priorities. A monster has appeared.
No!
A monster has appeared. Action stations!
Come on, boys. Shit.
Unit teleported safely.
Good. Yeah, this one's does it.
A monster has appeared.
Ooh,
a monster has appeared.
Good God, how many monsters do we got? Oh crap, he's in such a bad location. Run.
A monster has appeared. Action stations!
You don't have a drill.
Teleport Rock Raider to planet. Unit teleported safely. Rock Raider to planet.
Yeah, we really got him. He's gonna have to make a run for it. That's fine. What? Why do I have no... Oh, okay. There we go, fine now.
A monster has appeared. Action station!
Not a good spot to be, bud.
Power pod. Power pod.
Energy crystal.
Oh, that's a monster right there. Stop talking about my tool store.
Action stations! A monster has appeared. A monster has appeared.
Where's the second monster?
Solid
oh,
rock.
that's fine. It's in the back.
A monster has appeared.
Oh, shit.
Teleport Rock Raider to planet.
Hey, bud. Can you get over that way? Get guns. Get guns now. Why are you building a path? Why are you thinking that that's a good idea? Get a gun.
ice monster.
I love how they all chase around like guns. They can never get in front of these monsters.
A monster has appeared.
Oh my god, how many monsters? Oh yeah, I should build up in skill again. I don't remember how to manage any of this. Alrighty. It's gonna be late, so this is probably gonna be it for this mission. We'll come back to it tomorrow. Yeah, get me out of here. Time to go relearn Fusion360.
You didn't make it to the tunnel transport. Mission failed.
Oh, is that what this mission was about? Whoops. We'll close out of this. Again, thank you Balaclava for doing such a good job of making that. That was really cool. Let me not show this. See if anybody actually checked it out. There's a mad lad doing this undertaking. Wait, are people actually like happy about this? That's kind of cool. Hope you enjoy. Give it a go. Yeah, I should actually like go ahead and do to the crew. Yeah, this is such a cool undertaking that Balaclava like did. Absolute props to a mad lad. Alrighty, how to contribute. Let's talk about being good at this. Get out here. Yeah, I wanna Manic minor download. I forget where the page I downloaded this from is. Doesn't matter. I'll find it later and I'll post a link. YouTube.com. So now I have to relearn how to do this. You know, drop a like, hit subscribe, come join the channel. It's lots of fun. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Chomsky back in the 70s. Thinks it should happen. Hopefully the answer is jail. I remember him being a pretty cool guy. When he presses Buttigieg. Yeah, we should talk about this at some point. The last two Department of Transportation heads have been horrendous. Buttigieg doesn't. That's not his background. And the person before that, her name was was Miss Chow. Department of Transportation under Trump. What's her name? I believe, I'm just gonna have to double check this. Is this what? Executive Committee. Chow? That was loud. What was? Department of, no, that's not who it was. I just want to double check this before I say it, because I don't. Oh, not transition, transportation. That's why I wasn't coming up with it. Yeah, they end. Oh, Chow. If I'm not mistaken, her husband is. What's personal life? Yeah, is Mitch McConnell. Her husband is Mitch McConnell. That is, you know, pretty bad. So let's see. Transportation, Secretary of Labor under Bush, 12th Director of the Peace Corps under Bush. Oh, Deputy Secretary of Transportation actually, also under Bush. Interesting. I did not know that. She actually has a background for this, and yet still managed to not handle the ports of LA correctly. You know, we've underfunded this department. Obvious reasons to that. Really bad. But on to Fusion 360. Fusion 360 assemblies, because I do not understand my assemblies that well. Practical from scratch. A comprehensive tutorial. Oh, I watched a little bit of that last night. It kind of helped me, but at the same time, it's so weird. Let me bring up my Fusion 360 anyways. Hey, I don't care. I hope this saved. Otherwise, oh, phew. I was about to say, I was about to be really sad. All my progress went away. So this is the start to this little guy. The main goal is to have it draw on an 8x12 piece of paper, which shouldn't be too difficult. This is a pretty standard thing that I should be able to do. I'm using V-Rail to be the mechanism to go up and down instead of using like linear rails, because they would cost about twice as much in the entire setup. So yeah, let's see. Focus red. How should we do this? I need to relearn how to do this though. Remember, stick on focus. I swear there was an align tool back in the day. Is it all joints now? Tangent relationship. Oh, there's an align tool. That's what I was looking for yesterday, I think, and I couldn't find it. Okay, so that's helpful. I need to get a slider relationship so these guys can go up and down. That would be a big key for me. Let's go with align this face, align this face. Let's hope that doesn't break the assembly. Why does that break the assembly? Like, that should, the whole thing should stay together. Maybe I need to make it a rigid group. That might help. I hope this works. So now when I go to use the align tool, that still doesn't seem to have done crap, but we'll figure it out soon. So, okay. Goal is I need to make, let me just save this. Goal is to put that in its proper spot. I need it to be aligned down here-ish. I wonder, this guy I think is the right one for this guy, but oh yeah, that looks about right. Only this is going to be working. Maybe what I can say is go to joint. Nope, cancel. Hit J. We'll go there. so let's just figure out if I hit OK. Okay, well, almost there. That's like 90%. Wait, what? That was not the direction I thought that was going in. You okay, babe? Oh, taking a shower. I need it to come in the X direction, I think. Nope. How about the Z? Nope. So it's the Y. Yes. Now I just need to figure out how to keep it not rotated like this. So I don't know what it's actually trying to touch. Edit joint. Between two faces? I don't know. Cancel. There's a part of me that might have to like give up on this joint. Cancel. God, you know, I really do wish I could do this in Fusion360. Not Fusion360. I wish I could do this in whatchamacallit, SolidWorks, but I don't really want to pay for that, so I need to get good and not be a scrub. Interesting. Let me go nope. Shout out Omega Fusion for showing me how to do this. Bless you. It does a good job using the mirror tool to speed up his work. Yeah, the problem is I don't know where it is in space. Like, how's it supposed to look? Interesting. Maybe instead what I can do is just say that this plate hits on top of that. Is that going to cause too much of a problem? I don't... No, it will. It will cause a problem if I say that, because it does need to be aligned correctly. Well, maybe though, what I can do, joint, no, it's, you gotta remember, it's where you're going to and where you're coming from. It's where you're coming from, where you're going to, is the way I think about how to do joints here. Yeah, come on. Interesting. Maybe it's backwards? Maybe I'm still bad at this? Nope, no, I was totally right the first time. Let me see if I can flip it 90 degrees. Oh my god, this thing is getting annoying. Edit joint. This is not as easy and user-friendly as I remember it from my childhood. Which is slightly sad, but we'll figure it out. I believe in myself slightly sometimes. Okay, so, like, why can't I select that and then that and not have it just throw an absolute conniption fit? It has to do with the orientation of my mouse when I'm, like, doing this, but I don't understand why. Okay, well, getting there. We're so close. Feel it. Okay, so then this guy, edit joint. Nope, that is the wrong way. Go back to 0. How can I... Wait, that is totally the right way. And now we need to go down the y-axis. Nope, we need to go down the x-axis. Oh. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have it in the right axis. It is almost there. We just need to fix some of the offsets, I think. And I don't know how to do that as well. Okay. Let's, uh-oh. This could be a lot of guess and check work. I bet there's a way to actually do it, but I don't really want to know how. That's a bad sentence to say. I wish it showed the whole thing updating. Okay, so I'm a little bit off. It looks like I'm almost there. Like height-wise, I think I'm actually right. How is that 326 millimeters? That's huge. Oh, I bet I know what I've done. Yeah, I don't get that quite as much. It's like almost there. I just need to figure out one last thing. I gotta get myself a keyboard so that I don't keep bumping my mic every time I try to like touch the escape button. Oh, that moved the wrong way. Edit. This is really bad of me. This is not a proper way to do this. 0.2 maybe? It doesn't even really matter because I'm going to be trying to make the sub-assembly myself just using the parts. I just don't want to pay 60, 90 bucks to have it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll work with that. Maybe Beef can, maybe No Name can show me later how to properly do this, because I do not. Okay, now that's obviously running off the end, but that's fine because it says end joint minimum. I will make this 600. Nope. Oh, negative 600 maybe. What? Okay, well, I feel like this thing is not as intuitive as I remember back in the day. My minimum 0 at this face. This is 0. Okay, it's still wrong. God, this would be so much more fun if I knew what I was doing. We'll call this 300 maybe. What? Why can't I just pick 2 endpoints? 0 and 600. Like, why is that? Okay. So it's from this face negative. That's okay. That's starting to make sense to me now. Oh, no, we're not touching that. Minimum is over here. So this needs to be 300 and 900, I think, respectively. And maybe if I'm good. What? What? How did we go backwards so far? Let me add, make this 900. Okay, so that's the negative on this side. That's cool. Maybe we'll call it 250. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we'll call this like 0. See what happens. Oh, I could have animated it. That would have been cool of me. Okay, cool. We're doing it. We're doing it. 250 on this side. Come on, let me see it play. Oh yeah. Ow, ow. Ow, ow. Now, that was this guy. Let me delete this one. See if we can mirror it with subcomponents. Nope. That's fine, we can set up a little something here. Can I copy a joint? Suppress, lock. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Excuse me. I'm gonna really have to talk to No Name about this whole relearning Fusion360. I don't know if I got it in me. It's so different now. I used to remember so much of it. I built a self-balancing cube in this software back when I was in 12th grade, back in high school, and now look at me, struggling to make a joint. But you know, hey, that's the way the world spins sometimes. You gotta keep up skills. It's not always easy. Okay, I'm gonna put that off over there. I'm tired, Grandpa. It's too damn late. That's how I feel right now. Okay. Come on, buddy. Yeah, come on. Why not? This is so weird. Yeah, sketches turned off? Where can I see that? Okay, now that's facing upwards this time, which is better, I think. This is what I did to the other one, it's not working. It's so annoying. Let's figure it out. I wonder if I could just copy. Choose version, open as mesh. Huh. Fun. Joint. I did something like this. I also don't appreciate. See, that's so strange. Okay, so then if I wanted to rotate this guy like 90 degrees, like we're close. It's almost the. What? Wait, hold on. This guy moves? Crap. There we go, inspect. 15 millimeters. Let me go make a joint. You know, now that it's my second day working back in this program, it's not quite as crazy to me, but it's still not exactly what I would consider fun. Did I get some imported text? I did not. Okay, we're so close to getting this thing done. Getting two motions. You know, it would be really nice though if it was just like SolidWorks where it just said coincident mate and like I kind of knew what things meant. But once I get back in the vibe of this thing, we'll figure it out. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. It ain't gonna be easy. This isn't even remotely what I need. Yeah, this makes no sense to me why it would be shaped that way. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Scary stuff, boys and girls. Scary stuff. We're almost there. There it is. Okay. Position-wise, though. What did I say? Negative 7.5. Okay. Then we'll edit the joint type. Nope, not type, sorry. Negative 250. And my maximum will be 250 as well. Which means this guy has the same joints. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're doing it now, we're doing it. This is not too shabby, ladies and gentlemen. Could be better, but hey, all in due time. You know? Small steps. Small steps. Let's see. It'd be good if we got a cross beam in, maybe. Or maybe that's a tonight thing, maybe that's a tomorrow thing. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Super enjoyed this element. Okay. Quite frankly, the 250 is probably about accurate. Surprisingly. Now let's see if I can get real fancy and do a rigid body type that allows these guys to be sunk together, essentially. Why? Why is that what I want? See, this is the part that doesn't quite make sense to me about how to planar maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out later, how to sync up joints. But hey, one step closer to getting this guy off the ground and having cool videos of drawing happening. We'll wait for No Name to get back on the stream and we'll kind of start binging content on how to work. I'll have to binge some offline probably, so that I'm not quite as boring when I do this. With that said, it's 12:30 my time and I've already been streaming 2 hours, so let's quickly do some crazy state politics. So, Wyoming primary debate 2022. I'll just go to the Republican side. Is there a low light? Like, I don't want to see all of it. Now, let's talk quickly about Liz Cheney. She's been leading the January 26th hearings, which are really important, and you should be watching them if you're not. It's going pretty well, but it's also important not to try to make Cheney some sort of hero. She's she's a war hawk. She's not for the working people. Like, it's pretty, I think, self-explanatory on that front. Should I just use the majority reports video? She has to defend it. Oh, well, speaking of the majority reports video, the majority report's pretty great. Sam Cito's a great dude. Emma Bigland is awesome. Brandon is awesome. The whole crew. Matt Binder just recently debated Tim Pool did a great job doing it. heavily recommend that as watching. Let me just steal quickly the video and see what it's like. Obviously, as you can totally expect, it's gonna be batshit insane, but they do a great job on this show. Highly recommend you you watch it in your time. I'm just trying to see if there's an easy way to get to the video. So here we go.
We're going to what we call a lightning round.
January 6th
Was a setup from the beginning. We cannot have actual, oh gosh, see, anyway.
What we saw happen on January 6th was clearly an attempt to delay the count of the electoral votes.
Coronavirus vaccine policy.
They knew Fauci had awards for his work in cytokines.
Mr. Fauci is one of the most corrupt individuals in Washington, D.C.
We are to
that previous woman's the Trump Act candidate. Completely insane, all of this stuff. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So this is the debate.
School safety. School safety is hugely important. I'm a mother of 5 children. When I see, as mothers across the country have seen what happened in places like Uvalde, our children need to be able to go to school, and we need to know that they're going to be safe when they go to school, and that's something we need to invest in.
Senator Sharp.
You know, this is an issue I've talked a lot about. You know, we see one state that has taken the lead in this area, and that's Utah. Utah follows federal law, and they allow all citizens to carry in their schools that have a concealed carry permit. We don't see the problems in Utah, but we see them in these places that have strong gun-free zone policies.
Thank you, Senator Sharp.
This is absolutely insane. Arming teachers as being the mainstream idea for the right for a while. It started, I believe, don't quote me on this one, but it started maybe in a Washington State primary, where one random candidate suggested this, and I remember my dad was telling me, he's like, you know, I remember when I first heard that, and everyone looked and said, that's insane. And now it's the mainstream piece of the party. This isn't the, you know, no other nation in the world has to deal with this problem of school shootings. It's very unique to America. Even mass shootings in general is pretty unique to America. It makes up a very, very small segment of gun deaths in total, but, you know, it is a unique element to our society that should be dealable with. Things like red flag laws are a really good target. Both the Buffalo shooter and the Uvalde shooter most likely would have been caught in a red flag laws, but the NRA is a very, very powerful force to be reckoned with. So, not something that they often allow reform on.
Been an instrument for 30 years. The first thing you do is security, and we got to get serious about that. We can't do it tomorrow because the shooting will happen today. We can't wait. We need to harden our schools and some of our softer targets, ensure that within law that we provide the safety for our children to go there. We have 2 grandkids. My first question is, what happens when you walk in the front door of their school?
Like, if their answer is you should have a ballistic backpack and we should have, you know, officers with guns on premise, you know, first off, officers with guns on premise leads to disproportionate amount of arrests where school fights end up getting arrested, which is not how we should settle school fights. School fights should never end up with somebody really being in handcuffs. I mean, treated, because the resource officer, who's may or may not be armed, becomes the easy target to deal with disciplinary problems. So.
Hardening our schools is absolutely imperative. Providing better security. We can do what we know how to do it, and we're failing at that. The other thing is we've got to get rid of gun-free zones. We're creating absolute sitting ducks for the people in those.
Or we should deal with mental health and actually ensure that, you know, we have a community.
Areas. And it is wrong, and we've got to do better.
Thank you. Ms. Linsky?
We have the safest schools in Wyoming. Actually, their glass is everywhere. There's check and balance systems when you walk in the door. It's really hard to get in to actually even see your own child in some instances. We need to actually confront the criminal element. It is not the guns that are the problem, it's the criminals that are behind it.
Thank you, Ms. Linsky. The next topic from Steve Dow or Senator Bouchard.
Ukraine.
This is actually going to be really interesting.
That's a good question for me. We need to stop getting involved in everything that's in the rest of the world. Ukraine is corrupt. We started it. We got involved. We pushed them into being against the Russian government, and then we're not there to help them now. And we need to stay out of all this nation's building.
So no, this is a really bad line. We should be involved in Ukraine, unfortunately. It's not something, obviously we wish to be, but we have to be. Putin will go ahead and take more segments of Ukraine, and eventually will connect to the Transnistria area in Moldova, and then take Moldova. His speech about justifying Ukraine was blood and soil, there are people, which is the dumbest line on the planet. Ukraine is an independent nation that cannot secede territory. I think a recent poll recently came out in Ukraine that 80% of the people wanted to keep secede no territory. So, we should absolutely support that as a given stance. Obviously it's unfortunate that it's going to bolster the MIC in America, the military industrial complex, but there's very little we can do about that since that is our current paradigm. And obviously we have to move away from that, but unfortunately we only have the tools we have today. But yeah, absolutely insane justification.
So in my 30 years, the last 10 years, I served in NATO, UN, Special Operations Command, Unified Commands, and one thing that's important is we have to do it together. America does not need to be the police force for the entire world, nor do we need to put boots on the ground for every war that takes place. This could have been prevented in Ukraine, with the elements of power for a nation, diplomacy, and trade could have been instituted a lot earlier.
Putin would not have invaded Ukraine if President Trump was still the president. Energy security is national security, and the radical environmental policies that the Western world has been pursuing and adopting over the last 30 years has made all of us unsafe and all of us dependent upon dictators and tyrants like Putin. Thank you very much.
The reason the world, especially Germany, is reliant on Russian oil is because they backed off of nuclear power under Merkel. Whether or not that was a right or wrong decision, up in the air, but them investing in green energy, locally produced energy, is key to preventing that. Let's go back. She said other wacky things.
The radical environmental policies that the Western world has been pursuing and adopting over the last 30 years has made all of us unsafe and all of us dependent upon dictators and tyrants like Putin. Thank you very much. Ms. Winston.
So again, the radical environmental policies, that is not what triggered this war. If Germany had more green energy and or nuclear energy, which is greenish, this would have been easier for Germany to respond to.
Money laundering. I think that's the biggest ticket for Ukrainians and the Biden administration, everyone else that's involved with the Ukraine situation. And I don't believe, if America wasn't as weak as it is right now with the current administration, this would not have been a situation that we would be dealing with.
Thank you.
So to give some background, 2014 they took Crimea. They've been staging this for a long time. They waited for the Olympics to be over, and then Russia invaded. It was just good timing. I don't think it really mattered who the president was. The U.S. had been saying that there's gonna be invasion. There's gonna be an invasion, and a lot of people downplayed that because it did seem pretty radical. But no, we should. It's not money laundering.
It's the front line in the battle for freedom. We've got to ensure that Vladimir Putin does not benefit from the fact that he's conducted this war, and it's a tremendously positive thing that we now have Sweden and Finland joining NATO.
I don't know if it's the front line of freedom, but it definitely is an area we have to be involved in. We have to ensure that Ukraine does not secede an inch. After this, we'll do a real quick Ukraine update, in fact. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're doing well in the Luhansk region. But yeah.
The next lightning round topic from Steve Peck for Colonel Matt. Coronavirus vaccine policy.
So coronavirus happened. I do believe it was made to kill people, and it made its way over to the United States and did just that. I lost a brother-in-law to COVID in August at 58 years old. We take it very seriously. In the military, we did our shots. When you raise your hand, take your oath, you give up some rights, unless it's unethical or moral or illegal.
Thank you.
It was made. Obviously, a big proponent of the. I'm gonna assume he's doing a little shout out to the idea it was made in a lab. Even if it was a response, doesn't change much. It's still real. It still kills people. Masks still work. So.
I think that Mr. Fauci is one of the most corrupt individuals in Washington, D.C., which is saying a lot. I think his vaccine policy has been terrible. I am absolutely opposed to vaccine mandates, and in fact filed one of the first lawsuits in the United States challenging such vaccine mandates because they violate the law and they violate the Constitution. I think that this administration has been a complete failure when it comes to the coronavirus.
So this was a really bad push on Biden's side and in the media in general. When his when Biden's administration came out with the get the vaccine or get tested for companies larger than a couple hundred people, it really should have been called an ultimatum, or something like that. It would have prevented the word mandate from coming out. It was an ultimatum: either you got the shot or you got tested. That would have been a sufficient way. It was an ultimatum. So this idea that it was mandated, the vaccine shot, is not true. Push back on that talking point. It was an ultimatum that you either got the shot or you got tested.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. Ms. Linsky.
The coronavirus was actually, it's engineered to attack what we are susceptible to. It's been a sham, and we are to oppose any vaccines and any mandated situations that have been forced upon the American people.
Thank you, Ms. Linsky.
So, what, Jackson? Cookie was in the room.
Representative Cheney.
Everybody should be vaccinated. The federal government does not have the constitutional authority to impose a federal mandate. Everybody ought to get vaccinated, and we need to do everything we can to protect ourselves from future viruses like this one that clearly was unleashed by the Chinese Communist Party, by the government of China.
Still a little shout out at the end there to the CCP, who did sit on a lot of information early on to also save face, which is completely insane and needs to be addressed. But yeah, get vaccinated. We are not prepared for the next one already, so that's kind of an insane point. Let's see what the last guy has to say.
Thank you, Senator Bouchard.
Fauci had awards for his work in cytokines. And cytokine was the biggest killer, not the virus, but the body's reaction. They knew, and they shut down everything that was out there that could stop people from dying, and they refused to tell people. It's a travesty.
Thank you, Senator. This will be the last lightning round topic for now.
Insane.
We're about back to Ms. Hagan. Excuse me.
Cryptocurrency.
I actually had the good fortune of visiting a Bitcoin mine last week in Gillette. So I am definitely learning about that. I think it is something that we need to be exploring, but we want to keep the federal government out of it. We need to make sure that the SEC isn't involved. I think that this is another important states' rights issue.
I don't understand how crypto is states' rights issues. There does need to be SEC oversight. There's been a lot of fraud in the crypto NFT territory, and just like 2 weeks ago, somebody was arrested for literally, I think, $1 billion in fraud. I do think that crypto isn't a bad idea. It's still a very young technology and young idea, but the blockchain, when it's not a buzzword, is actually a really good thing. A decentralized ledger would be beneficial. Would definitely have some pretty fundamental impacts, but no, fraud needs to be investigated by the SEC. There needs to be oversight on how it works. This is not something that should be left up to the states. That's even a worse idea. Holy crap.
Thank you, Ms. Linsky.
I too have actually been in touch with some folks about the Bitcoin mining out of Cheyenne, and just being able to utilize it in replacement of gold, because there's no way you can haul gold to the grocery store. So it is a way for us to actually be able to keep our income and not have it tainted.
Thank you, Ms. Linsky. Representative Cheney.
I think cryptocurrency has some fascinating and important possible uses for the future. I think we need to be very careful, though, about the kinds of cryptocurrency we're seeing. For example, the government of China, it's a surveillance currency, and people need to understand what's happening with their data when they participate in and use cryptocurrency, like the surveillance currency that the Chinese government is.
Senator Bouchard.
Yeah, I would like the government to stay out of it. I think that's the biggest problem we have right now is that there's legislation moving forward to Congress to make more regulations. I think, but we really need to talk about on this money. Our dollar's not even backed by gold anymore. We need to have more conversations about that.
Running back to the gold-backed currency, wow, that hasn't happened. When was that? Like 60s we left that? That's a crazy callback. But again, as you see, no government oversight. No, this would be stupid. First off, crypto mining is quite resource intensive, and something that definitely needs to be regulated in terms of its energy consumption. Secondly, again, fraud and anything like that, again, needs oversight. this idea that, you know, markets can run themselves and will be fine is completely stupid. There was that 2/3, the last 3 out of 4 of them that said that. You know, yeah, there are drawbacks, there are things that need to be fixed, but oversight, you know, is a good thing here. A lot of people will take advantage of people who don't know what this is.
And, you know, on that point also, it's a bigger picture of what does our world consider currency, what is important. At one point, you know, the dollar was it, and everything was based on dollar in the world, backed by gold. And then it switched to oil as a means of measuring wealth for a country. And we need to take a look at where the cyber money fits in the process.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy. Again, the idea that things don't need oversight, that Ukraine is a some type of money laundering scheme, insane. Coronavirus was made, type of thing, absolutely nuts. Let's go to Arizona. Governor debate. Oh, no, we're not going to watch the hour-long one because that would take forever. The clown cover debate. Yeah, actually it did look like that.
It's draft day.
Arizona is a really important state. It went blue for Biden in the 2020 election. Obviously, there's going to be some work to make that go back to red next time around. It most likely probably will. But this should be incredible. Oftentimes, it appeared more of an SNL skit than a serious debate. We're about to see. Shout out Jim Health Channel for this, by the way.
And there's other people here on this stage who on Board of Regents had an opportunity to vote our children out of those masks.
Wait a second, Ted, that is a lie. Ted, that is a lie.
Arizona Board of Regents record.
Lake.
Because she sat the vote out, and she's a coward, and we need somebody who's strong.
All right, you're up.
Well, that is an absolute lie. Unlike Carrie Lake and Nancy
Pelosi,
you didn't
I will
not vote on anything that I don't read.
She's voted pro-abortion.
That is not
She has
true.
voted. She's
That is
against the Second
absolutely
Amendment.
a
This is
lie.
right there.
Those are issues we're going to get to. I promise you.
But I'm not going to be called fake.
I don't know who this is, but I 90% chance if you were to look at it, it would be, you know, maybe there should be a background check for when you get your 5th AR in a week. You know, something so mild, and yet, you know, it was interesting. She used the word weak. This is something that kind of comes out in the Republican side more. You'll hear about weak and strong. It's somewhat of about the mindset about how it was perceived. In the January 6th hearing, you know, Trump called Pence weak, and people in the White House who were talking about seceding the election, you know, in a correct manner, were considered weak and not wrong because there was fraud, because there wasn't any fraud, but it was weak to try to give up and, you know, bend to reality.
Telling the truth here.
All right.
Well, she is not telling the truth.
When she did not vote our children out of
I
masks.
am 100% pro-life.
Hold
I
on
always have been and I always will be.
Hold on with the fake lake and hold on.
You know what?
with
We do need. She's right. We do need somebody who's a grown up, and somebody who calls names is not a grown up.
All right.
The other thing is though,
hold on. Do you agree that the current governor didn't have the backbone to do what was best for Arizona?
That's right. It's all about money.
Hold on.
He had the backbone to do what was good for the big businesses.
Hold on. Carrie, do you believe he did not have the backbone?
We're all
If
sitting
I
here.
was the governor, I would also do that.
The benefit of being a Monday morning quarterback. What I'm saying is Arizona's economy has come roaring back from the pandemic. So it's
no, it hasn't. You know what? When you're a billionaire, living in a mansion, everything looks bright and shiny and good.
And it's nice that
People
you're my
have
neighbor,
laws.
Carrie.
I'm not somebody who just throws away money, like my opponent, who's throwing more money into this
wait a
race
second.
for a vanity project.
Let's
All right,
my
hold
career.
on.
This is a vanity project.
I started my career at 25.
What a clown car show. First off, poor moderator can't get a handle on anything, but, no, holy crap.
5 cents an hour. That's when I got on the ladder.
All right.
No offense, but everybody on this stage is an elitist. What we need is a middle-class candidate for governor who has a street view of what's going on, not an elite view from an ivory tower. I'm sorry, but you all live in ivory towers. I don't.
We are going to make Arizona the small business capital of this country, and that means we have to have low taxes.
Because she's okay with small businesses.
I do enjoy the one idea of how to make, you know, small businesses thrive is low tax, but, you know, there would never be a cutout for that. Like, no, small businesses would thrive if we broke up the oligopolies that dictate most of industries and use up capital buying power to abuse the unit cost curve.
Is being shut down, and she just said,
I am a small business
she's
owner.
okay with.
Actually, your husband's a billionaire. Ed Robson owns Robson Resort Communities.
Right.
That is not a small business.
Okay, but first
That's actually a good call out.
We're talking.
I have.
Okay,
She's okay.
hold on
with
for a
I
second.
have.
Everyone, hold on for a
I am
second.
not.
We encourage interjection.
And I have never said that.
We've got to have some semblance of order.
Roll back the
Please.
tape. She just said that.
Please.
I am a small business
I
owner.
asked you a question.
Please let me actually moderate this debate. I can't hold it.
But I
That's
didn't
not
get a
true.
response from you. Would you?
What do you mean?
Scott,
That's not
please.
true.
You're not.
Listen,
You're worth
Scott,
millions of dollars. That's not a
Scott,
small
I
business.
have
It
a
doesn't
small.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
Like Trump said, do we want people in office that have not made money, or do we want people that are broke? Are they going to make money for you?
I'd actually like that.
This is that previous point is absolutely brain dead. A couple of my parents' friends got into politics on the local level back in Washington State, and they came from the business world, and they quickly learned, no, government is not about business. It is not a business. It is very, very different from that, and we're not here to make a profit at the end of the day. We're here about human lives. People who have made money in business are not going to be a one-to-one translation. There's so much more that goes into it than a business mindset. So, brain dead take.
Everybody on the stage, if they would agree, we had a corrupt, stolen election. Raise your hand. Did we have?
I would like to. I'm not going to play your stunt.
Well, let me finish
election
answering
night,
then. Let me finish answering.
Carrie
Instead of everyone raising
Just remember that there were several recounts in Arizona, and an absolute audit was taken. No fraud happened in Arizona, guys. None. Come on. And yet, this is the main stage Republicans. I bet if I went back to that previous debate in Wyoming, if that question was asked, the same shit would have been said. I'm surprised. I don't remember if I heard it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in there.
So you want to know why?
If everyone raising their hands, I want to know why you think that the election was either rigged, stolen, or whatever the phrase might be.
It was corrupt and stolen.
Corrupt and stolen, whatever.
I've looked at the evidence. We did a forensic
audit. Why have you looked at the evidence and the courts?
Turn it over to the authorities.
The courts haven't looked at the evidence because they haven't found sustainable and substantive
and turn it in. You should turn it in.
Evidence. I know you don't believe that our election was stolen, Karen.
I believe our
election
was absolutely not
There's a
fair.
reason that the people who want
tell you why.
Hold on, please. Unfair is different than rigged, stolen, and illegitimate.
I am not going to be in the cul-de-sac that the left wants us to be. They want us to be on the 2020
So you're not willing to say that the
Biden.
election wasn't rigged?
I'm willing to
there's
tell you.
election fraud
It's
on
very
many
obvious.
layers.
Let me just say something. It's very
This
obvious.
is absolutely insane. Holy crap. I can't believe, again, if you haven't seen it, go watch the 2020, go watch the Jan 6 hearings. They did tons of audits. There was nowhere close. I believe the best ones to watch are the second hearing, and maybe the third hearing. I think are the number 1 and 2 to know about this talking point.
That Karen is controlled by her consultants, high-paid McCain consultants. This election is about, are we going to go forward?
I am not
we the
controlled by
people in
anybody.
control of our
Oh,
destiny.
that's okay. God, they talk over me and I'm Italian. That shouldn't happen.
We had major election fraud. 200,000 minimum ballots were trafficked by mules. This is why people
I believe this is a call out to Dinesh D'Souza's 2000 Mules. That movie is stupid. It did not produce any evidence. It was using GPS data to say what happened to the drop boxes, which was false. Plainly, simply false. There was no election fraud ever in this election. I mean, there were cases and they were charged. And again, to steal an election, you have to fabricate hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people. Okay? That's how you have to do it. This is dumb. And
You're part of the election fraud going on in the Republican primary as we speak right now. I mean, you're being propped up and supported by Kelly Ward and the AZ GOP, and during a primary, a GOP chair is not supposed to get behind one candidate, but she's got behind you solely.
No, she hasn't.
Blake Masters, Kelly Cooper.
I have
she's
not
picked
had
her America First award-winning team, Abe Hamadeh.
I am America First.
And whether they're good
This
candidates.
could totally be true, by the way. 2016, the Democratic primaries for president very heavily favored Hillary. Primaries definitely have a heavy hand in by the parties. But I don't really know much about this one.
Or not, you cannot legally, as an AZ GOP chair, get behind your favorite candidates for office. Even Ronna McDaniel said that. You can't do that. It's not legal.
I think most people want election integrity and election honesty, and they want to make sure.
What does it mean?
Like I said, we're not having election integrity in the middle of this AZ GOP primary as it goes.
Go forward with
what
the
integrity?
issues that we
I
have
feel
in
like
our
I'm on an
state.
SNL skit here. Are we going to take control of the debate?
We are
or do you want me
taking.
to do it?
No, Carrie, I don't want
I'm
you to try
happy to do it.
I know you would be happy to do it.
Listen, I haven't been on a stage with this many women since I've been to a baby shower. For example.
Okay.
You know, the whole drag queen debacle with her and her drag queen friends and whatnot. She's
I'm
not
hoping
being
you're gonna
honest
let me
about
respond
it.
to this.
She's not being honest about it, and now she's suing the drag queen. I mean, the drag queen's got evidence.
Are you not? Okay, Scott, you opened up a can of words. I gave you 30 seconds.
She brought drag queens in front of
Carrie, how do you respond
First
to
of
this
all,
whole
you know what? I've never backed away from anything I've done in my life.
Be honest about it. That's all we're asking.
I think I'd like to answer.
Let her answer, please, Scott.
There's a reason we don't.
Let me guess. I think I saw a drag queen. Arizona governor. What is this that they're talking about? Guys, first off, the drag queen thing is, again, just a brain dead talking point. Well, there are definitely drag queen shows that kids should not be at, obviously, because, you know, some adult ones. Not all drag queen shows are explicit, but they want you to believe that LGBTQ trans things are explicitly sexual, inherently sexual. That is not true. Former Richard Stephen, who performed as a former friend, holy crap, is blasting Kyle Lake, frontrunner, as a hypocrite for targeting trans performers, saying that she was a frequent attendee of his shows. Really? She's friends with them and still is going to make legislation to hurt them? My god. They kicked God out of school and welcomed drag queens. They took down our flag and replaced it with a rainbow. They seek to disarm Americans and militarize our enemies? What the fuck? Lake said in a tweet, "Let's bring back the basics, gods, guns, and glory." Holy fuck, this person's insane. And she's the front runner? Oh my god. This is nuts. So let's see. They kicked God out of schools. Yes, because we are a secular nation not made on Christianity. They took down our flag and replaced it with rainbows. I'm pretty sure you can find a flag in any high school. And second off, rainbow flags are not bad. They seek to neutralize our enemies. I wonder what she's trying to get at that. Yeah, let's see what she has on the rest of it. Endorsements. Sorry, we'll go back to the drag queen thing for a second. Found on Facebook, waded into the war on drag queens. She's now she's a complete hypocrite. I performed at Carrie's birthday with children present. You see, they didn't care about it until it was a good tool to hit back on and go toss red meat to the base. Absolutely insane. Good God. The fact that you could be friends with one of them and then turn around and, you know, call them enemies. My God. Liz Cheney did this to her sister. Her sister happens to be lesbian, and when she first ran for Senate, she tossed her sister under the bus. They won't even care about their own fucking families when it comes down to it. Full of lies. They've somebody else's house. Acknowledged that she once was friends with Stephen, became radicalized in recent years and exerted a public tax on Lake's. Or did she become radicalized and start targeting drag queens? Who knows?
Always invite Scott because he's polling at 0%.
No, 1%.
And this is what happens
but the polls lie.
All right, that's it. That's it.
Polls lie. Okay, so yeah, this is a second state politics. It's absolutely butt fucking insane. To cap it off, baby, let's go to the Texas Republican platform. Obviously some state politics are crazy right now. We'll start at the fraudulent election with these guys. State affairs, election integrity. Shall not be tolerated, should be held to a higher standard, cool. Come on, let's see when federal lands. All federal land should be turned over to the respective state. Out west, there's a ton of federal land, and Texas wants it back, which is weird. You know, maybe there's some argument for some of that, but definitely not others. Again, they want to be able to secede at some point, by the sounds of it, in the other sections. We oppose tax dollars to higher lobbying. Good, I guess. We oppose the use of pledge cards. Okay, by secure ballot the candidate. Not really care. I want to get to the point where they said the election was. Oh yeah, here's a great section. We oppose the appointment of unelected bureaucrats. We support the defunding and abolishing departments such as the IRS, education, energy, housing and urban development, commerce, health and human services, labor, interior, specifically the Bureau of Land Management, Transportation Security Administration (TSA), alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives, the NLRB, FDA, CDC, the banking one, OSHA. They don't want any departments. Holy fuck. This is absolutely insane. So bureaucrats do suck in some ways, and there's absolutely reform that we need for them, but it is not the funding and abolishing element that we need. Democratization of these could be good. However, at some point we need competent people running competent things. We support a majority-led Sunset Commission. I don't know what that is. Let's see. I want to get to the in-person voting should be conducted as a single period of time, no more than 3 days, with no time gap between the first day of early voting and election day. So yeah, first off, they want in-person voting only, even though, as Oregon has demonstrated, mail-in balloting is very secure. This is not a big problem, but they need it to be so that they can have elections in their favor. We support the right of eligible voters to cast a ballot in each, but we oppose illegal voting, illegal assistance, and ineligible persons. We support voter ID laws, no shit. Vigorous enforcement of all law elections. Oppose any law lawsuits endorsed to make voter fraud very difficult to deter, detect, or prosecute. I mean, I guess I agree with that. Yeah, sure. Prohibit internet voting. I don't think there's internet voting. Okay. Mail-in ballots may be requested and only granted for those not physically able to appear in person. This is stupid. Absentee balloting should be just a thing you can opt into. Increased scrutiny and security for balloting. Once again, full signature verification. Felony status of willful violation. Increase the penalty for voter fraud as a misdemeanor back to a felony. Yeah, they don't want felons voting, which once they finish their probation, once they're out of jail, they should be fully re-enfranchised. This is ridiculous. Consider general expanding, yeah, but generally find reliability. Oh, this is interesting though. Civil lawsuits to be filed for election fraud and failure of officials to follow the election code. Again, Texas already deputized people to chase after abortions, and will deputize other citizens to go after crimes they perceive. This is a very scary amendment there that they want. Remember, this is what they want. This is the base platform. Repeal all voter ID or voter laws. Repeal require voters to re-register if they have not voted in a 5-year period. Require photo ID. Require proof of residency. Retain 30. There should be retain the 30-day registration deadline. It should be same day. Definitely not 30. You should absolutely be closer to it. Require a list of certified deaths to be provided. Periodic checks on the voter roll. I mean, there should already be periodic checks. Attention of ineligible voters. Undedicated. This is wacky. I want to get to the point where they said Joe Biden's not the president. Oh, okay. Guys. This is nuts. Okay, you ready? We support equal suffrage for the United States at voting age. We oppose any identification by race, origin, creed, sexuality, or life choice, and we oppose any such identification for the purposes of creating voting districts. Okay, sure. We urge that the Voting Rights Act of 1965, codified and updated in 1973, be repealed and not reauthorized. This was a huge step in the forward direction for voting in America. This helped protect these groups to allow voting. Absolutely butt-fucking insane. Come on, where's the part where they said that the election was stolen? It's in here. I thought it would be in this section. Let's, I'll go back up to the main page. Let me just type in Biden. You know, when in doubt. Yeah. Resolutions. We believe in that the 2020 election violated Article 1 and 2 of the U.S. Constitution, illegally circumvented the state legislature in conducting their elections in multiple ways. Wait, what? This is like a basic element of states. States illegally circumvented the state legislature in multiple ways. Oh, okay. Not what I thought it said at first. Allowing ballots to be saved after. That's because some of them were shipped in later because they were at polling stations and at ballot boxes. So no, not weird. We believe that subsequent election fraud or unproven election fraud in key metropolitan areas. black people. Whoops, sorry, they said the quiet part out loud. Significantly affected the results in 5 key states to favor Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. We reject the certification of the 2020 election. We hold that the acting president, not just the president, but the acting president, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., was not legitimately elected by the people of the United States. Again, go watch the Jan 6 hearings. This is stupid. All accounts. Oh man, we should go through some of them on stream. Some of the streams that Rudy Giuliani and guys were talking about. Holy crap, was some of them just freaking berserk. It was absolutely butt fucking insane, some of the allegations that they were alleging, and all of them super unfounded. Sorry, I'm trying to pull some stuff up here. But let's see what they also got. We strongly urge all Republicans to work to ensure this. Bring your families to overwhelm the possible fraud. I mean, I believe you should show the fuck up to elections. Absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna have to go over that tomorrow. So yeah, this is stupid. The Gang of 20, I don't know. Oh, is this the new gun control bill coming out? Yeah, we reject the so-called bipartisan agreement. We don't need any gun reforms. Yeah, they reject red flag laws. They reject waiting periods. Guys, these are the things, and I'll go get documentation. These are the things that do help prevent mass shootings and do prevent gun crime in America. Whereas all gun control is a violation of the Second Amendment and our God-given rights, they want a worse society. Guys, it's basic. They want a worse society to live in. That's the end of it. Okay. Let's see what other good sections would be fun to go over. School financing. Yeah, defund schools. Mental health. Oh, homosexuality and gender issues. Okay, eyes closed. Let's read this one. What are they gonna say? Precog this. Gays are bad. Sorry, that's what they're gonna say. That is it. Homosexuality is an abnormal lifestyle choice. Wow, didn't take long. We believe there should be no granting of special legal entitlements or creation of special status for homosexual behavior, regardless of state of origin. We oppose any criminal or civil penalties against those who oppose homosexuality out of their faith, conviction, or belief in traditional values. So they just want to discriminate against gays and the LGBT in general. Holy crap, this is crazier than expected. They've been talking about special treatment that gays get just for being able to get married like an average person. This is such a weird thing that they do. I mean, it's not weird in the sense if you know what they're looking for, they're gonna do it. We oppose all efforts to validate transgender identity. Again, they think they're degenerates, they're the destruction of the Western society. All these dumb things that they'll roll out. Guys, it's all dumb. The purpose of attending inconsistent, no medical practicer. The purpose of attempting to affirm a person 21 years or under. So first off, you can't even be 18 now to do this. You have to be 21 which is, you know, at some point kind of crazy. Intervene in any way to prevent natural progression of puberty. Administer or provide opposite sex hormones. Perform any surgery on healthy body parts of an underage person. And remember, it's 21. You can't even graduate high school and get this done. Holy crap. We oppose any use of taxpayer funds for any type of medical gender dysphoria treatment. Wait, does that even mean therapy? Do they just want... Okay, they want you to suffer at the end of the day. You have to remember, at some base level, they just want a society where you suffer more based on their principles. This includes... Inmates must be housed according to the biological sex. Where's the bathroom stuff? I bet they got bathrooms. Oh yes, therapists, psychologists, and counselors licensed with the state of Texas shall be forbidden, or should not be forbidden or penalized by any, but for practicing. Wait. Reintegrative therapy or other methods of counseling. For unwanted same-sex attraction. I forgot they believe that being gay is something that you're not born with, but something that society... is this conversion therapy? Yeah, this is fucking conversion therapy. Guys, it is fucking torture they're advocating for. They want you to be tortured. They will make you watch straight porn. They will beat you. Some of those conversion therapy stories are nuts if you haven't seen them. We oppose the legalization and decriminalization of illicit, natural, and or illegal synthetic drugs. So marijuana is super illegal. That should be absolutely legalized. Drugs in general should be decriminalized. Harm reduction works. It's worked in Portugal. It's better for a society that we don't create such a toxic culture that leads people to not seek help, that arrests people and locks them up for a very, very long time. We support an exercise of zero-tolerance policies for illegal drug manufacturers. We oppose needle exchange programs because we want to increase needle-related diseases, and then we'll have to pay for them because they go to the emergency room, but we don't care about that. Faith-based rehabilitation programs should be considered as a part of an overall rehabilitation program. We will make you believe in God. You know, obviously rehabilitation programs are good. People should absolutely seek help for any drug addiction that they might suffer from. However, this is fucking insane that it has to be faith-based. Congress should remove cannabis from Schedule 1. It should just be legalized, but slightly better. The pornography crisis. The state of Texas shall recognize that pornography is a public health hazard. Not in a free society. The ban on exposing minors to pornography. I mean, I agree with this, but let's see what it actually what's under the hood. We call upon our elected leaders to compel any websites displaying pornographic content. I don't know how you actually do this, because obviously on like if you just go to Pornhub, you just can hit 18, so that's weird. Porn crisis. Texas should recognize pornography and pedophilia as public health hazards. I'm pretty sure we recognize pedophilia as a public health hazard. I would really hope, but I think they mean pedophilia for a different reason. I think this is a wink wink nudge nudge to the idea that they are grooming your children. I hope they get to it at some point. Medical, oh yeah, this is gonna have to deal with the COVID situation. I got it in me, it's already 1 a.m. There's more but fucking insane things down here, more insane things. We support the immediate implementation of the Toxic Exposure Research Act of 2015, which will ensure that all federal governments will establish a database on all exposed veterans and their families. Yeah, I agree with this actually, I think. I would have to go look at it, but veterans should have free healthcare in America. of wherever they fucking choose to go, and their diseases that they entailed from. Actually, I don't even care if they got it from the overseas or from wherever they got it from. They should just have free fucking healthcare. What was the CO2 element? Carbon. We oppose all efforts to classify carbon dioxide as a pollutant. We want you to be breathing in the dirtiest air that we can fathom. More mining. Drill, baby, drill. Oh wait, yeah. We oppose America the Beauty Initiative. Abolish the EPA. We support defunding the defunding of climate justice initiatives. I think at this point it's pretty clear through this platform. They want you to live in a less healthy society, whether it be drugs, whether it be expression of sexuality, whether it be the actual air you breathe. Holy fuck. You know, we looked at the Arizona where we saw the drag show thing pop up again. We saw them think that election fraud is, you know, the foremost thing in both Texas and Arizona. Wyoming, we saw the kind of the weird policy split about Ukraine. I don't fucking scare you guys. You know, I want to sit down with No Name and go over this piece by piece, because throughout this whole thing, they call for essentially what is an anarcho-capitalist type state. We would see corporate towns be reinstated, or become a piece of it, which is insane. Corporate towns were not a good feature of America back in the early 1900s and late 1800s. It's very dangerous to allow corporations to move that way. But again, guys, this is repeal minimum wage laws and prevailing wage laws. Holy crap. Repeal Dodd-Frank. This helped. After the 2008 crisis, we formed the bank slightly, but it was all effing tweaks around the edges. There needs to be much more reform of the banks and our banking system here in America. One topic that I'll probably get into is whether or not Glass-Steagall should be re-implemented, what that would mean. There's a great YouTube channel called Unlearning Economics. Go check them out. They're awesome. But again, they want banks to be able to do what they did in 2008. Allow, eliminate, wait, what? Are they saying to eliminate business and professional licensing? Yeah, your therapist doesn't need to be licensed. Fuck that noise. What the fuck? The use of hemp as a agricultural what are they? You see, they don't put it, they say use of hemp. Okay, sure, that's good. But D and E, they don't put an action before it. This thing is also riddled with spelling errors and grammatical errors if you look through it more. We support free trade as a necessary component to American capitalism. No shit. But all trade agreements between the federal government and states and other nations should strictly adhere. Yeah, this is the idea that trade deals should have to go through the Senate and need 2/3 majority. It needs 66 votes. Yeah, good fucking luck. Yeah. So to wrap it up here, because I'm getting tired and I think I'm gonna have to jump out. But we saw 3 different segments of the state Republican parties. They advocate for a worse society, a less healthy society, a less free society. This is fucking insane. They're still caught on the election fraud, which is not substantial in any sense of the word. They'll make laws that target one fucking person. They'll make laws that are not substantiated by any data, but they'll make them because it helps throw red meat to their base. This is fucking insane. So with that, I'm Panda, and I think I'm going to be signing off for the night. Have a good one, y'all. Come like and subscribe to Politics and Calipers. Hopefully No Name will be on stream next time when he gets back.